Let me set the scene for you. It's late at night in the fictional town of Black Hollow. A thick, unnatural fog is rolling through the town, and it seems to be seeping into every crack and crevice. An old street lamp flickers above you, casting dancing shadows from the gnarled branches of an ancient oak onto the wet cobblestones below. You're standing in a narrow alley between two dilapidated buildings, one a tarnished general store, the other a house with boarded-up windows and a rusted swing set swaying gently in the breeze, even though there isn't a single soul around. Suddenly, the fog begins to swirl and coalesce before you, taking the shape of a tall, gaunt man. He is wearing a stained leather apron over a threadbare shirt, and his trousers are tucked into a pair of knee-high boots. In his right hand he holds a meat cleaver that drags lazily against the cobblestones, leaving deep gouges in its wake. The man himself seems almost spectral, moving as if he has no bones in his body, his joints stiff and creaking like an old windmill. His face is hidden in the shadows of his wide-brimmed hat, but every so often a streak of moonlight will illuminate his pale profile, revealing a pair of unnaturally bright, almost reptilian eyes. The man turns his head towards you, those eyes gleaming with an unholy light, and in a voice that sounds like gravel grinding on bone, he rasps out a single word: meat. Then he lurches forward, cleaver raised high above his head, ready to bring it down upon you. Welcome to Black Hollow, a decaying mountain village that was once a thriving community but now serves as little more than a warning to those who enter. Here, time seems to have stood still, the silence broken only by the mournful creak of rusty swing sets and the distant cawing of crows. It's a place where secrets linger like the fog, where the past refuses to stay buried, and where the line between reality and nightmare is frighteningly thin. Here we're going to peel back the layers of this enigmatic town, exploring its dark history and uncovering the truth behind the rumors that have kept most people away for decades. But before we dive into the mystery, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt drawn to places like this, to the forgotten corners of the world, where stories whisper from the shadows? Or perhaps you've had a premonition about a place that you just couldn't shake, driving you to seek it out, only to find a chilling truth upon your arrival. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, because in Black Hollow, the veil between reality and dreams is gossamer thin. And so our story begins. Imagine walking along the deserted streets of Black Hollow, the fog clinging to your jacket like a shroud, the wind whistling through the gaps in the buildings as if sharing some mournful dirge. The closer you get to the center of town, the heavier the air becomes, laden with the scent of damp earth and decaying wood. The buildings press in on you, their windows like vacant eyes staring into your soul. Every step you take echoes in the oppressive silence, amplifying the loneliness of this forsaken place. Then you see it, a lone lantern hanging from a post, its dim glow illuminating a weathered sign that reads, "Welcome to Black Hollow, where shadows dance and secrets endure." Beneath the sign, a rusted weather vane creaks slowly, its arrow pointing ominously towards the setting sun. As you wander further, you begin to see the remnants of life here, not now, but before. A rusted tricycle left on a cracked sidewalk, a half-finished game of checkers abandoned on a table outside a tavern, a stack of firewood beside a hearth with not a single house in sight. It's as if the townspeople simply vanished, leaving their lives suspended in time. You come across an old, weathered building, its paint peeling like scabs. This must be the general store, the heart of the town's social life. Or so you imagine. The bell above the door jangles faintly in the breeze, and as you push it open, it creaks like a rusty hinge protesting after years of disuse. Inside, shelves are lined with dusty cans, cobwebbed kitchen utensils, and stacks of yellowed newspapers. One headline reads, "Disappearances continue to plague Black Hollow," while another warns, "Locals warn tourists stay away." The words seem to leap off the page, amplifying the unease that's been gnawing at you since you arrived. Your exploration leads you to a dilapidated house at the end of the street. Its windows are boarded up, but you can still make out the silhouette of a rocking chair on the porch, slowly swaying as if pushed by an unseen hand. And then there's the journal lying open on the floor, its pages filled with spidery writing. You feel compelled to open it, to read what's written there, and as you do, you realize it's a record of the town's descent into darkness. Each entry growing more frantic, more desperate as the pages turn. Then suddenly, the journal slams shut as if by an unseen hand, and you gasp, whirling around to see no one there. Outside again, you notice a cellar door hidden beneath the overgrown vines. Curiosity and perhaps a morbid sense of fascination compel you to descend into the dank darkness. The air grows colder as you go down, the stench of damp earth and decay heavy in the air. At the bottom of the stairs, you find yourself in a dimly lit chamber. The only source of light, a single lantern hanging from the ceiling, its flame flickering and casting dancing shadows on the rough stone walls. In the center of the room is a heavy wooden chest bound with iron bands. As you approach it, the lantern's flame sputters and dims, plunging the chamber into near darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest as you reach out to touch the cold, hard wood, feeling a sudden jolt of fear run through you. And then from the corner of your eye, you see them, a pair of eyes watching you intently in the gloom. You whirl around, your heart leaping into your throat, but there's nothing there. Just the dancing shadows and the flickering flame. Suddenly, the floorboards above you creak, and you hear the unmistakable sound of footsteps descending the stairs. Panic surges through you, and you turn to flee, but the way you came is blocked by the chest. You try the other way, but the door is locked and the key is gone. Then you feel it, the presence behind you, watching, waiting. You turn slowly, your eyes straining to pierce the darkness, and then you see him, the butcher, his eyes gleaming in the gloom, his cleaver raised high above his head. But what really happened in Black Hollow? What drove its residents to such desperate measures? And what secrets lie buried beneath its deceptively charming facade? Join us next time as we uncover the truth behind the legend of Black Hollow and discover the horrifying reason behind the butcher's bloody reign. If you're enjoying our journey into the macabre, don't forget to subscribe to be among the first to know when the next episode drops. And if you dare, leave a comment below with your theories about Black Hollow. Who is the butcher? What's the meaning of the cryptic journal entries? And why do these terrifying tales keep you coming back for more? And remember, the scariest stories aren't always the ones that go bump in the night. Sometimes they're the ones that whisper in the shadows, waiting patiently for someone to listen. Until then, sleep tight and don't let the butcher under your bed. Now check out this video on screen, or if you prefer something else, click here for more amazing content. Monsters don't hide under your bed. They walk your streets.